हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. All right, moving on. Prime Minister Modi is in Cyprus. This is the first visit of an Indian Prime Minister to the island nation in over 2 decades. Prime Minister Modi was welcomed by President Christodoulides. The visit will reaffirm the shared commitment between India and Cyprus to deepen bilateral ties and strengthen India's engagement with the Mediterranean region and the European Union as well. Remember, Cyprus is set to hold the rotating presidency of EU Council in 2026. Additionally, Cyprus is a key player in Eastern Mediterranean natural gas exploration, and its strategic location makes it a potential hub for the IMEC. A steadfast ally of India, Cyprus supports our candidature as a permanent member of UNSC and also backs India within the Nuclear Suppliers Group and IAEA. That's not all. Cyprus extended support to India during Operation Sindoor. Meanwhile, India has consistently endorsed the solution of the Cyprus issue based on UNSC resolutions. India rejects the legitimacy of the so-called Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus and supports a bi-zonal, bi-communal federation based on UN resolutions for Cyprus. Therefore, this visit by Prime Minister Modi is not just to advance India's Mediterranean strategy, but also a clear message to Erdogan, who openly backed Pakistan earlier. And we'll get to talk about this with our guest. Joining us on the show at this point in time is Ambassador Bhaswati Mukherjee, former diplomat, Mr. Sumit Peer, senior political commentator with us on the show, Dr. Sharad Kohli, senior economist, also joins us, Mithali Nikore, economist, and last but by no means the least, Major General Dhruv Katoch, director of the India Foundation, is also with us on the program. We have a full house today. General Katoch, I'll begin with you. Well, what first comes to my mind, General Katoch, is the fact that, Cyprus is a European country. It endorses India. It acknowledges the fact that India is growing at a very impressive pace. It is also of the opinion that India will replace China as the #1 facilitator when it comes to manufacturing and outsourcing and supply chain. But the fact of the matter is, for India, Cyprus is a very important gateway, if I can call it that, when it comes to the European Union, when it comes to even looking at the IMEC, or in fact looking at other areas in and around and below Europe, Cyprus can be a great ally. What are your thoughts on the Prime Minister giving this kind of an attention to a small country like Cyprus?
Thank you, Vineet. Yes, Cyprus may be a small country, but I think it fits in very beautifully with India's geostrategic interests. The way Cyprus has consistently supported India, I think it's, I think it behoves India now also to reciprocate. Ultimately, when I'm looking at the geopolitical angle really in this, is looking at the situation within Cyprus itself and the way Cyprus has been divided, between the Turkish Cypriots and the Cypriots. And it was Turkey which invaded in 1974 and brought across this problem. And even now there are UN troops positioned in Cyprus which separate the two. Now, considering this, I think it is a very clear message which India is giving to Turkey. That is the bottom line. And I think not just giving a clear message, I think from hence onward, with the Prime Minister actually visiting Cyprus, I think the scope for cooperation between the two countries is going to increase, especially when I'm looking at Indian defense, any defense or military support which we can give to Cyprus. And I think that is going to be tremendous. So all in all, I think it is a very good thing that the Prime Minister is visiting. And I hope it leads to some very fruitful results as far as the India-Cyprus relationship is concerned. Vineet.
Absolutely right, sir. Ambassador Mukherjee, what do you have to say about Prime